Right, we made these, we put the hole in. So I've been out, I bought some nuts and bolts. So these are going to go through my holes, which I'm then going to weld so they're in. Oh, my fingers are fiddly. Anyway, these go in the holes like so. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to file this down, the top of this, down a little bit, and then I'm going to weld the nut to this, which will then give me enough to then get another nut on the other end to go into my moulding, which then goes onto my fender skirt. So I'm just going to trim these nuts down and then refit them on and then start to weld them. Okay, right, I've got my bolts into my mold whips. I'm just going to trim them down. Maybe I should use the angle grinder. Well, I've got this sitting here doing nothing, so I'm going to use this and try this just to take the head down a little bit on this bolt. So let's see what happens. Perfect job, I think, so we'll carry on with this anyway. And I think it's affecting my camera. Well, that's one done. I've got another 4 more bolts to go. Right, I've gone through the 6 of these and I've taken down the head. I won't touch it because it's still a bit hot. Anyway, I think that's enough. I'm just going to try on the back of the moulding, and if it's okay, I'll then weld this to my bracket, and then that gives me a fixing for my moulding. Alright, this is my moulding. These clips are for. They slide in here and they sort of slide along this edge. I've marked out roughly where they've got to go to the fender, which are my little white dots there. I don't know if you can see or not, but I'll show you anyway. You might be able to see little white dots. Oh, I'm terrible at this. There we go. So there's a few little white dots on there where they roughly got to go. So I'm just going to try these. They cool down a bit now. Into where they got to go, and what we do is we'll push that way, because they've got to come that way and face outwards, because then obviously then that bolts through to the fender. So this should slide underneath and in, and that's how they go. I'll show you. That's how they go. So once that's welded in, I then will then put it up against the fender and push it through and see how much sticks out the other side. Then I'll mark it, then I'll trim these down to where they should be, and then obviously I'll get my nut on there so it sits flush and doesn't stick out. So we'll see the outcome of that very shortly. Right, so what I've just done is I've just fitted them on just to see how they looked. That's roughly how they're going to go, round to there, and they're fitting really good. So my next will be welding them to the bracket, and then we shall see then fitting it up against the fender skirt to see how much they stick through and see how much trimming I've got to do on the bolts. Got my nut clamped in my vise, roughly where it's got to go. So I will be now putting some spot welds around it, and then I've got another 4 to do after that, and I'll show you the outcome when I fit them back to the moulding. Bolts in position, God, my welder, look at this, how cool's that? Anyway, gonna put some tacks on here and see how it fits for the moulding, but I have another 4 to do, so I'll do this one to show you, I'll do the other 4 and then we'll come back. Right, I think that's enough excitement on there. Let's see if it's held. Anyway, I won't touch it because it's going to be mighty warm, but I think it's done the job. Yeah, just got to clean that up a little bit. I think that'll be enough to keep that on. Right, I've got to do another 4 and I'll be back with the outcome. Right, just got to wait for these little suckers to cool down after the welding, and then we'll give them a clean up, and then we'll try them back on the moulding again, see how they fit.